as an excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium, as we'll see the #9 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. For a strong kick to get this one underway. And he's going to try to return this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Pulls it in, it's Lane. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the deep.
Touchdown, Trojans! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Barres. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. Taking a shot on the first play. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got a man, it's locked. Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. Flips it out to the back. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on third down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Grabbed on the outside, it's Sanders. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line. Cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks, it's Sanders. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his...
Lots of room to run. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to throw. It's Mayava. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Can't get him to the ground. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him, and then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the...
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Lining up from the 34 on first down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking for a man. It's Carr. That's caught. It's Love. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Hard running there. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll go right back to it. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on third down. The short hands, it's Fields. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space, it's Love. Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
They'll try to get the edge on the left. He's got some room into the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Alabama has the lead right now, but this Tide crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside Bryant-Denny. They are up by 7 over Tennessee. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too, because of the field position with the offense backed up. They know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate that they ain't having. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Got it in the middle. It's Sanders. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Yeah, and I tell you, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
The give from the gun. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. To the air, it's Carr. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Iron. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the ground, it's Sanders. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for once.
They feed him again. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And the Trojans are facing 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Newt Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the Bush push and just so many great games in this matchup. Every year it seems like the game means a lot. And obviously, Palmer, you add a trophy, it just gets way better.
It's like the greatest players to ever do it. I mean, Joe Montana for Notre Dame, Marcus Allen, his Heisman Trophy with the Trojans, and you're right. We could go on and on and on, and it always seems like those guys play their best games in this rivalry classic.
Back to throw, it's Mayaba. Complete. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Fields. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Fields. At the 40. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pumps it downfield. Complete to the left. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The ball and ready to get moving. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. He fires to the left side. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down. The what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds a crease at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, USC! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that
he tries to take the top off. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
Got it in stride at the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Got his hand quickly. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Rides the back. Now the toss. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it on the left. Off and running. Past the 20. The 10. Touchdown, Trojans. He got a step and just dusted the field. Traveler in the entire Trojan nation starting to feel their oats as SC has built a lead in this one.
I'm impressed, too, with the Trojans of this one. They've got a lot of competition in conference week in, week out. You don't get a break when you go out of conference to play Notre Dame, but mentally, they've had a lot left in the tank. They are dominating Notre Dame here, Griffin.
And it's so fun to watch year after year. Great uniforms, great football. This matchup, the Jewel Shillelagh, every single year is always fun to watch.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Back to throw, it's Carr. Looking to take a shot. Ball's in the deep ball.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Scrambling away. He'll get rid of it. Got him downfield. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Touchdown, Notre Dame! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Looking to throw. And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out. It's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He has the first and still on his feet. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's got him wide open. It's a seam wide open. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Trojans. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Minnesota was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen from the Gophers over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Catch in the middle. It's Fields. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. They'll try the run. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Offense facing fourth down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Caught near the sticks. It's Pauling. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He lets it fly. It's him in stride inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They want to run this quarterback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the D deny them on second and goal? To the air, it's Carr. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Power ahead. He is denied short of the end zone as the two-point try fails, and this will remain a 9-point lead. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Lemon. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Really nice execution by this offense. This is the time, right? Late in the football game, got to get a few first downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with the W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him. They get the first down.
He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Motion from the back. On the ground. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's Lemon. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Perez. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. If they didn't get it off in time, it'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense in an empty set. Looking to throw, it's Carr. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's got it on the outside. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to change this route. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pauling. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Quick completion on the out. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Going downfield for the big play. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Looking to pass. It's Carr. He makes the grab. The 2-point try is good, and it's a one-possession game late. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll start this drive firing. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
A two-tier job for this offense. First, get the touchdown, then the 2 to try to pull even here in the fourth quarter. He's going for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Great job by this offense, but the work is not done. You knew what you needed when you started this drive. Late in this ball game, time's running out. It's not on your side. I got to find my play, my best 2-point conversion to go tie this puppy up.
A gargantuan moment here as they try to tie it up late with the 2-point conversion. Looking downfield, it's Carr. And down he goes, and down goes for the moment. The chance to tie the game here in the fourth. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the First guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So still a 2-point game here, and you'd like to give your defense a little pat on the back by following their stop with a score, Jesse.
Yeah, and I feel like the offense here, they sense this opportunity, right, David? They know if they go score, they put themselves in a position to win.
And you put your defense in a great spot. I want to be up in the fourth quarter. If they can put a drive together here, up by a touchdown, I like my chances.
He'll pull it on the read. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. The volley cheers going on high. And here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
With that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now, you force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead. But you can also seize a lot of momentum if you get it here on fourth and short. If you're able to...
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Caught close to the marker. It's Pauling. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Dropping back, it's Carr. Flips it out in the flat. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Tommy Trojan rides with a sword on his belt and a jeweled shillelagh at his side after knocking off the Fighting Irish. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.